Today, I want to share with you two stories about restaurants that are selling and how they created that saleable restaurant that sells for a premium. Hey, everybody, my name is Ryan and I'm an author, speaker, chef, restaurateur, and the founder of therestaurantboss.com, as well as clickbacon.com. I wrote a book there called Make It Happen. I'll tell you about that book and how you can get a copy of it free from our website here in a second. But what I wanted to tell you today, or what I wanted to talk to you about, was an email I got this morning that was pretty powerful for me and more for the client. But a gentleman that I've been working with on and off for about 5 years. I worked with him a lot 5 years ago, and then just a couple calls here and there since then. But he's been using our ClickBacon software, and he sent me this email that basically said, I'm selling my two Ryan-ified restaurants, moving back to New Zealand to chill out with my wife and take care of my aging parents, spend more time with them, and enjoy the next phase of my life, which is basically code for he's retiring. And he's young. I think he's probably about my age, probably about 45 years old. And at the end of it, he said, thank you for changing my life. And that's awesome. And so I followed up with him, and he sent me back another email, just really kind of laying out like how awesome the experience has been, how amazing it has been to kind of improve these restaurants and the profits they're making and the price he was able to sell them for and what he's able to do with his life now. And I can tell you this wasn't the case 5 years ago or so when I met him. He had one location. It was doing fine, but not great. And I talked with him a lot about systems, processes, procedures, really being a lot more passionate about hospitality, about what you're offering, about how to take care of your guests, how to take care of your team. You know, he kind of approached it like a lot of young entrepreneurs do, in that, I'm going to open up a restaurant. We're going to serve some drinks. We're going to serve some food. I'm going to hire someone to manage this place. How hard can it be? Well, we all know that, right? That's not the case. And so, again, I just wanted to share with you a little bit about what it means to be scalable or saleable. Those two words mean kind of the same thing to me. And it reminds me of another client who in 3 days from now will be closing on his restaurant sale. He's on one coast of the United States, and he's selling to someone who's on the completely other coast, because over the last 5 years, he and I and his management team have built this restaurant to be super high volume, super efficient, very systems, processes, procedures oriented. And now someone who doesn't even live in the city, lives 3,000 miles away, is going to own this restaurant and run it from afar. I mean, working with the management team, but really the owner's plans is to only be in town for maybe 1 week every 2 to 3 months. And that's possible because of the systems, processes, and procedures we put in place. And so what I want to talk about here is not what exact systems or how I do this with my clients. You can watch any of the 200, 300 videos I have online for free. You can join our membership. You can get a copy of our book for free. There's tons of resources available. You can work with us. You can work with me one-on-one if you want. What I'm here to talk about is what those words mean. Scale, scalable, saleable, scale, sale. When we are buying a restaurant, opening a restaurant, we are employing ourselves in the business. We are self-employed. We own the business. We can't really call it a business. I'll explain that in a second. But we own our job. A business operates on systems. A business can be run by anyone. When you own a restaurant, you can really only sell to other restaurant operators. When you own a business that just happens to be a restaurant, you can sell to anyone: a doctor, a lawyer, a real estate investor, an accountant, someone who's looking for side hustle income because they're just an investor. That's what this other restaurant that I'm telling you about is selling to. He's just an investor. He just buys businesses that he likes, and he likes something specific about this business, and he's nowhere near where the business is located, but his research has revealed to him that this thing operates without the owner being present. And so the owner's going to get a premium because he's not selling to another restaurant operator. He's selling to an investor who has plans to take this and duplicate it. But again, how do we do that? We do that with systems. We do that with processes. We do that with procedures. So, in a restaurant, those look like greetings, exact scripted greetings. Now, don't read into this too much and say, I don't want a server who's reading a script. We'll talk about all that later, but it's recipes, it's processes, it's pictures of how plates go out. It's not just that. It's having specific ways that we order, what specs we order. It's having specific ways that we handle conflict with guests, specific ways we handle conflict with team members, how we promote, how we pay, how we train, systems, processes, procedures. That's how we turn a self-employed restaurant owner into a business owner who can sell their business and go now live in New Zealand with their family, who could hold on to a business and not work in it for a couple of years and then decide it's time to sell or never sell. It doesn't matter. That's why I say scale and sale are the same goal. You can choose to do what you want with it, but both of these businesses are selling at a premium because they are built for scale, which makes them highly saleable. Anyways, like I promised you at the beginning, my name is Ryan Gromfin. I have a company called The Restaurant Boss. If you're not familiar with me, head over to therestaurantboss.com. Check out our videos. Look at our YouTube channel. Grab a copy of our book completely free. All we ask is that you pay a couple dollars in shipping and handling because we're going to actually send you a physical copy of the book. It is not an ebook. You are going to get a book in the mail, and that costs us a couple of dollars. So we just ask that you cover that. We have a membership where I get on a call once a month with restaurant operators from all over the world, and I teach something new every month. And then we also do a follow-up call where we have a Q&A. And then if you're interested in some better systems and processes around your profitability, we have an amazing tool called ClickBacon that you can use if you do the bookkeeping yourself. If you've never done bookkeeping, you can use it. Or if you have a professional bookkeeper, but you're just not getting the reporting that you want, maybe out of QuickBooks Online, take a look at clickbacon.com and just reach out to us any way you can find us. We're happy to help you. We've got tons of resources available for you. But I want you to remember one thing before you go. Systems create freedom, right? So what we're talking about, freedom creates value. That freedom creates the value to be able to sell your business, right? So systems create freedom, freedom creates value, and value creates scale. Have an absolutely amazing day. I love every single one of you crazy restaurant people. Bye-bye.
Make It Happen is the book I wish I had when I was operating restaurants. Inside are the lessons that took me 10 years to learn and 10 more years of teaching to perfect. I've condensed the most important lessons into this tiny book for building a big restaurant business. I am on a mission to improve restaurants all over the world. Because of that, I want to send you a free copy. Grab yours today at therestaurantboss.com.